Hi Aries, this is Tara. Welcome to your September 2016 mid-month Psychic Tarot forecast. I'm going to pull 3 cards from the Hanson Roberts deck. And also while I'm shuffling and talking, I want to speak a little bit about the astrological events that have been going on. Been very important, well, not only for this month, but it will be for months to come. We've had a lot of I would say astrological incidences this year, but this is really an interesting month. On the 1st, we had a new moon. On the 9th of September, Jupiter moved into Libra. And Jupiter's the planet of wisdom. Libra's the planet of balance. So we're going to be able to receive a lot of high-level information from Jupiter in this aspect. Be sure to find ways to be available to tune into that, whether it's by walking, by gardening, by boating. I'm getting a lot around boating around you guys. I know it's in September. It's still warm in a lot of places of the country. And just make sure that you get that downtime and that nature time, so that you can tune into it. Also, Libra is very connected to the arts and music. So we're going to see some of these themes playing out more and more. This will have a similar aspect to the time in the 60s. Like, remember, well, a lot of people don't, but it was the time of arts, music, expressing yourself, free love. It won't be all of that, but it will be people wanting to feel more genuine about who they are. We are in a 2 millennium numerologically. So this is about using our intuitive, creative side. More and more. Libra is also about what's fair and what's right. So that means social justice and seeking to rebalance, because Libra seeks balance. I'm a Libra, I know. My son is a Libra, so we seek it. And that's what we're all going to feel like while Jupiter's in Libra for 13 months, starting September 9th, going through the first week in October of 2017, so that we can have more social justice and rebalance. Then the lunar eclipse in Pisces is on September 16th, and this is a super big full moon. That's what the eclipse does for a full moon. It just makes it super big. And there's also a feeling of closure. It's a cycle of closure. Completion, culmination, and fruition. The lunar eclipse will always reveal something that you were unaware of before that will now help guide you to move forward. So watch where in your life what's being spotlighted. Is it area of your home, your family, your work, your hobbies? This is a time also about release. So watch out for anything that you feel like you need to release and let go, whether this be people or items you've had, or clearing your house of what you don't need, or your office, moving forward in a situation. This will be in 24 degrees of Pisces. So whatever in your chart, or wherever in your chart, that this is being highlighted, is what will tell you what needs to be released. Also, Mars is in Sagittarius during this time. So Mars in Sagittarius is like someone who really is a truth warrior, a spiritual warrior, and someone who has a strong conviction about the religion. They have a strong conviction, period. So this is about asking ourselves if we're fully walking our truth day to day. Are we living in authenticity? Do we have an authentic life? Because the closer your day-to-day life is to the values you really hold high, the better your life will work. So in other words, if your values are being acknowledged and being creative, and you're working those values, then of course your life is going to work better. If you feel like you're sacrificing too much and you're giving away a lot of your personal power, you Aries, that may not be the case as much. but make sure that you're holding your life true to your values. Okay, so this is for Aries sun, moon, and sign rising, or excuse me, Aries sun, moon, and sun, moon, and rising sign, excuse me. So if your moon or rising is Gemini, Libra, Capricorn, whatever else it may be, also watch those, because a lot of times those two will give you more insight. All right, my friends, so I've shuffled the cards and the 3 came out. Pretty good cards. Let's talk about these. I'm going to draw some clarification cards as well. Well, my oh my, the first card that comes up is the Wheel of Fortune. And this is a fun Wheel of Fortune. As you can see, the bird is on top and the pentacle is in the middle. And this actually it looks like a star. So the Wheel of Fortune is, maybe your life has been up and down and all around. Well, right now you're getting ready to go into what we would call the flow of life, the positive of life. So you may feel like, okay, my business is getting in order. I'm feeling good about who I am. There's opportunities that are coming up for me. Just make sure you reevaluate any opportunities. We are in Mercury retrograde. That is about not going too fast, because Mercury slows us down so that we can see what we need to make better. All right, but you're starting off with some awesome opportunities to begin the second half of this month, Aries. That's pretty nice. And what I'm really noticing in this particular card are the white paint here, and it indicates a small rose, and it's hard to see, but each of these are flowers or fruit. So I'm seeing specks of, actually, it's what it's feeling like to me is there's angelic blessings for you. So pay attention to, someone offers you a new proposition and you're hesitating on it, or they have offered you a new opportunity. There's a lot of hope in this. There's a lot of new beginnings for you with this new tide of life beginning for you. So that's awesome. And a lot of you are going to be moving too. This is the 6 of Swords. And 6 of Swords is about moving on. Moving to a new home, moving to a new business, moving to a new residence, possibly in a different country. He's going across the water. It doesn't mean always, but this is about leaving behind what you've done so that you can move towards probably a new opportunity, new life, something that you love. See how it's looking this way. And then the third card that comes up, love this one for you, Aries, is the World card. And this also came up for another sign. I believe it was Sagittarius, in the same spot, the last card. Okay, so the World card has to do with the world. The world is yours to tap into. The universe is giving you angelic blessings, like I mentioned here, to tap into, to really use. So it may be that the veil is coming off. You may feel a little bit more free, more light, like you can make things happen if things have been in your way, if there's been obstacles and you've been tired of it. The first card is a major arcana, Wheel of Fortune. That's like, okay, now things are positive. You're moving towards that. And honestly, this is an awesome card to come afterwards, because it says that blessings, desires, hopes, dreams, accomplishment is there for you. So tune into your psychic abilities, which is the moon represents, so that you can manifest, and that's what the sun represents. This is the world tree. This tree, you could pick your fruit, you could pick your desires. And in fact, that's what I do a lot with people, is we have one-on-ones via Skype, and I call it Envision Your Potential. So that you don't see things from a distance, you don't see your desires from a distance. We bring them into the present so that you can actually see yourself doing it. You can hear the applause or the acknowledgement. You can feel it. You can, smell it if you need to. But all of the senses we use, and this has really been a service that a lot of people have enjoyed, that I've been doing for quite some time. So this might really come into play for you guys. Reach out to me if you'd like that. My email is themagicalmatrix@gmail.com, or go on my website, taraventura.com. And I would like to pull a few clarifying cards. I'm not really sure I feel like I need to, but I'm looking at the bottom of the deck. And the card that comes out is the Knight of Rods. Well, Aries, if that isn't you, I don't know who is. So you're ready to move forward. You're ready to, with the fire in your gut and your feet and your arms, you're just ready to make it happen. And sometimes the Knight of Rods moves a little too quickly. I think you're going to have some balance in all this. I don't see that there's a lot of obstacles. Let's pull a card around that. Pull a card around. Okay, so the Magician card came up next. So while you're wanting to move forward, create what you want. Again, I was talking about that earlier with the service I do. Create it, visualize it, see it, so that when all this happens for you, it's not out of, and it's not going to be, but it's not out of just pure randomness. No, you will have created this so that you know where you're going, and you can make your dreams come true. You can make things happen. Some of you have needed to leave relationships or businesses, or maybe you folded, maybe you've needed to fold. You know, I'm sorry to hear that if you have. Maybe that, your partner didn't work out and you're just like, you're tired of it. For a lot of you, don't worry, because this is everything that you could possibly want. You can tap into. All right, I'm going to add up the 3 original cards. This is the 2 major arcana cards too. Wow, both very, very positive. So this is 10, 16, and 21 is 37. 3 and 7 is 11. 11 is a master number and a very fiery master. I say that because it's 2 ones, and one's about being confident, being creative, and also tuning into your intuition. Very intuitive. If there was no other number, then 1 would be it, and 1 would have all the aspects of everyone. So I just feel like, this can be a real healing time for you and those around you. So I do feel like that, go with the flow on this. There's aspects of success out there for you. Help create it with all the knowledge you have, and move forward. Be sure and watch your moon and rising sign as well. And make sure to subscribe. If you would like that Envision Your Potential session, contact me at The Magical Matrix, or you can go on my website and book a schedule through my online scheduler. You can also schedule a session for an intuitive development, and this is a one-on-one where I go into a meditation and really pull out your intuition, and we do some exercises together. It's a lot of fun. That's on my menu of services. And of course, readings with numerology, tarot, and we can do those via Skype, phone, or of course I do videos that I can send you if you want to send me questions. So just be sure and look around, reach out to me. This is a pretty awesome reading for you guys, because you're moving towards harmony. 6 is about harmony, and you're moving towards that. So what I was talking about earlier that has been blocks, you're moving away from, so that you can create this magic with the Magician. All right, Aries, you all have a great rest of September. Reach out to me. Have a good month. Make sure to subscribe, and I will see you soon.